So I've been a personal trainer now for over 8 years, coming up closer to 9 years actually. Starting out in commercial gyms, teaching HIIT classes, spin classes, body pump classes, been free workshops, free seminars, one-to-one PT sessions, group classes, more recently Hyrox group classes, group strength training classes, coaching clients online all around the world, doing Zoom PT sessions during COVID. You name it, I've probably done it. And I've probably coached exercise to well over 1,000 people during my time as a coach. Not only coached over 1,000 people, but probably had well over 10,000 conversations around health and fitness. Irrespective of the way the fitness industry seems to be heading towards in this day and age, the number one question that always comes up, Elliot, how do I lose body fat? How do I lose stubborn stomach fat? How do I get a six pack? And fortunately, not only have I done that myself, but I've also helped hundreds of clients lose body fat and keep it off. So I'm going to tell you exactly the mistakes most people make and how to avoid those mistakes for long-term results. Let's go. So if you're spending time in the gym doing things like this, or things like this, or even doing things like this, simply because you think it's going to help you burn fat, you're doing it completely wrong. So come with me and I'll explain why. So firstly, you need to understand TDEE, which means total daily energy expenditure. In simple terms, all that means is the amount of calories you burn across 24 hours. This is the mistake that most people make. They assume that most of their calories burned happens in the gym. Couldn't be further from the truth. The amount of calories you burn in the gym is actually very small. Let me explain. We burn between 60 to 75% of our daily calorie expenditure through rest. Our resting metabolic rate was our vital functions at rest. Think about heartbeat, breathing, the function of our organs. That's where we actually burn the majority of our calories. Most of that is done during sleep. Then the next biggest calorie expenditure after our resting metabolic rate is our NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. In simple terms, just means the amount of exercise you do away from the gym. Think about walking, think about playing with the kids, cleaning the house, walking up and down the stairs at work. All the movement that we do that isn't in the gym makes up 15 to 30% of our daily calorie expenditure. Then next up, we have thermic effect of food, which basically means the amount of calories we burn digesting certain foods. This is why protein is very, very important when fat loss is the goal, because protein has a high thermic effect, meaning we actually use more calories to help digest that protein. And then the last area is our EAT, which is our exercise activity thermogenesis. You guessed it, that is the calories we burn inside of the gym. So a really easy way to help you understand this is to look at your hours across the entire week. There's a total of 168 hours across 7 days. If you're only working out 3 times per week, that means you've still got another 165 hours to potentially fuck up your progress, which is exactly the reason why you need to focus on those other factors that we've just spoken about, more so than just time spent in the gym. So there's really 3 things I want you to take away from this video. Number 1, understand that no exercise inherently burns fat, and it all comes down to how much food you're consuming. Number 2, now we understand that exercise doesn't really play much of a role in fat loss. You may as well choose exercise that you enjoy, exercise that you can stick to over a longer period of time, and focus on consistency and progress in the gym instead of just burning calories. And then the third and final point is stop doing ab circuits at the end of your workout if your nutrition isn't dialed in. So if you want to know exactly how many calories you need to lose body fat, click the link in the description, download my free calorie calculator, and off you go.